Is there a child in here that we heard crying before?
That was like a whistle. Yeah.
Ghost dimension.
Well, good afternoon, and it is a hot and humid day here at the cave, and I'm glad to be back with everybody here. I pardon my dress, the way I'm dressed today, but it is just too hot to have anything much on. So you'll have to bear with me a little bit, no pun intended. Okay, so today, before I even get started, I want to talk really quickly because as I woke up and got up moving my day today, I had a song that kept coming through my head, and then I saw someone that looked kind of like John Lennon. He thought he was all that in a bag of tricks too, because he was laughing because I said, "Is that John Lennon?" He looks like John Lennon. I want to say this young guy was in his 30s. And he was trying to give me his name, and I kept saying John Lennon, John Lennon, and he laughed, and he started actually singing a song, and it was a Beatles song, which was Long and Winding Road, and I just couldn't get what he was trying to tell me, but it's associated with somebody that'll be here tonight. So he also told me, and he's still actually here, he said it's not John, but I don't know, it could be John or it could be a J name, but he's appearing to me as he's got round glasses like John Lennon, and this song, of course, was playing in the background. And he was telling me that today is an important day, a recognizable day for someone. And again, I'm not sure who the message is for, so you guys might want to sort through it. It could be multiple people, who knows. But again, he kept playing this song, Long and Winding Road, and it leads me to you, always. And it was with much love. And again, he stands there and he's just saying, please tell them that I am good and I'm watching over all of you. And again, he looks just like a young John Lennon. He's got hair, dark hair, and it's down shoulder. It's kind of like the Beatles, like John Lennon wore his, and those round glasses. And he just kept laughing, and he's still laughing at me. He thinks he's all that in a bag of chips because he looks like John Lennon. He's got a great sense of humor. And for whatever reason, this was very, very important to him to come through. And since I wasn't seeing anybody in person today or doing any reads other than this, I'm giving it to you guys as a gift to whoever this is meant to be. And Pip's excited and Mango's excited because they can feel the spirit and the energy in the room. What a great personality and a lot of energy. But he's still, again, telling you he's well and he's watching over you. And it always, the long winding road, and he's like walking himself with his fingers, leads me to you. And yeah, so that's been my day today so far. And we had a nice storm here as well. So anyhow, I hope that rings for somebody true. And it was just like, this is an important day. It's an important day to remember. It's an important day. And he's just hugging, just wants to hug all of you. Okay, so now I'm going to get on with the rest of the stuff. And he's still here, so I don't know if I'll be hearing more from him or not. I might. He's like, I can do two things at once. Can you? So I just lit the candle, so we're all protected, and it's offering for spirit. So I want to say hi to everybody as well. I'm taking the deck out. Hi to everybody as well that's joining me today, and I hope we have some great reads. I know that one, like I said, I don't typically do mediumship on this program, but when they're so insistent, it's important you say it today. Wasn't about any other day. It was about today. It was important to him today. So hopefully it'll ring true for someone. Okay. All right. I'm going to say hello to everybody. And then I'm going to kind of go down the list a little bit because there was people I missed last week. And let's see what we can do here. All right. So yeah, let's give you a card first. All right. All right. Sounds good. I do 7th card because 7 is a sacred direction. There are 7 is a number among many cultures that is sacred as well. And there's the 7 grandfather teachings, which, yeah, I'm falling out here. That's all right. 7 grandfather teachings that I grew up with. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right. The card I've got for you today, Demon, is the cow. Okay. And actually, cows are very loving and they're really awesome creatures, actually. And they have, I believe it's 3 stomachs. And what I'm getting with this today for you is there's something that's going on with you right now, and you don't have a lot of patience for it. And I'm being told really loud that you kind of sort of have to slow it down because not everybody's on your page, and not everybody, oh, look at who's here, and she's going to get in trouble. So, sorry guys, just water in a bottle. I don't need her up by the candles. Okay, so getting back to you, this is something that like you're ready for it to happen or you're like all gung-ho about, but not everybody's on the same page as you. Not everybody does things in the same time period or time frame as you. So I'm being told to let you know to have a little bit of patience and take some time to understand that not everybody is going to see everything the way you see it. And it's the same way with all of us. You know, we see things and perceive things in a certain way. It doesn't mean that 2 people in the next row see whatever it is in the same way. Okay. So you need to slow down and just kind of let all that information digest with these other people so they can get caught up. And that's your card for today. I hope it resonates a little bit with you. They also are telling me that, whatever this is, it's like ready to happen, but you don't need to agitate it to get it to cross the finish line, they're saying. So it's where it needs to be right now, and it'll be a short time and you'll reach that goal will occur and happen in positives for you. And that's your card today is the cow. All right. So I got to put my glasses back on. Thanks for stopping in tonight, Demon. I appreciate it. All right. I'm going to scroll down a little bit here. Oh, it just dove all the way down. Okay. So hang on, guys. Oh, Lisa's here. Lisa's here. Cindy. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Hi, Vicky. How are you? Yoda, how are you? Lisa, I'm doing okay, you know. I'm doing okay. And actually, I see Mr. Bernie here, Lord Bernard the Red. Is that a Viking thing, Bernie? I am going to, because I'm being pushed to a little bit, to pull a card for you today, because you never ask. And I haven't actually talked to you, and that's because I haven't been great here myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ha. Okay, so your card, Bernie, is the beaver. Okay, and it's actually talks to us about family values and taking care of family, and it's very important to you to be there for your family, whoever you consider family. But I'm also saying, because this is what they do, this is a time of repairing your sacred, and they're saying seal. Your sacred circle, you've got it so locked down, so tight, that you're kind of not allowing the new things that need to come in. And the reason you need to kind of open to it, and I know that sometimes they come to you like in a rush, but some of this energy that you're kind of like tapping to keep out is actually healing energy that's being brought to you. Okay, so you hang on one second. You need to allow those energies to come in. You don't have to open 100% 24/7, but you need to open just enough to allow the work being done on the spirit side of things to come in, that is going to assist you on your road to healing. And I'm also getting to family values. Okay, family values are really good, but what I'm being shown and what they're saying to tell you is it can't always be that you're there for everyone else, and the family that's kept in the most important in your sacred circle, right? Because if you're always giving and helping and fixing, you leave yourself out of that kind of formula, right? So you get left by the wayside, and this is why they're trying desperately to get all this healing energy to you. So you need to kind of just peep it open a little bit and open that corner to let all that light and positivity come in. And it's just really important because it'll help balance you. But again, you can't be fixing things for everyone else and putting everyone else above you. You have to allow yourself to shore yourself up, fill in like the beaver does, fill in all the cracks with the mud and stuff to keep the water out. Well, that's what you need to do, is you need to kind of fill all the cracks and help yourself to heal. But you have to do it, and you have to do it and let go of being the fixer, the one that always fixes everything. And as well as I do, and some other people here, that has always been my downfall, is I'm always fixing everybody else, fixing, assisting, and putting myself last. It was a very hard lesson to learn, and it kind of pushed me to a state of exhaustion, mentally, spiritually, physically, the whole 9 yards. And until I started opening to allowing that healing energy and that work to be done on me, I was just getting sicker and more exhausted and what have you. And this is what I'm getting. They're showing me the cycle for you. So you need to kind of allow that healing to come in. Okay. And I love you. And I'm sorry I have not spoken to you in a couple months. That's my fault, and totally 100% my fault. So I apologize for that. Okay. All right. So let's say here. Mel, how are you? Hi, Carrie. Tell her I said, yeah, I'm sure she's working, right? She's back to work. That's cool. All right. That is awesome sauce. Tell her when you talk to her, Mel, I love her, okay? Hi, Kimberly Frazier. Let's see who else is here. Lisa's here. I gotta go down a little bit. Yoda's here. Hi, Yoda. Barb's here. Hi, Barb. Barb, this young man didn't give a name that began with a D. It was John, J name. So, but you know, the same thing is you can always take that as Spirit's way of helping you deal and heal with stuff too. Okay. All right. Hang on here. I'm going down. It kind of bounced all over. So let me see. Trish, I will give you a card tonight too, right after Mel's. Okay. Okay, so again, this young man is yelling and screaming at me right now. Again. Yep, singing Long and Winding Road. He's got round glasses, and that's why when the music came up as the Beatles, and I looked at him, and he's got dark hair and kind of long face, and he looks like John Lennon, but he's not John Lennon. He wishes he was John Lennon. He would have loved to have been John Lennon, but he's not John Lennon. And he's like right here. He's not going anywhere. Okay, hang on, Trish. I'm going to get Mel here first. Mel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, your card tonight is about the elk, the caribou. This is an amazing creature as well because they're great as a community, right? And what I'm being shown with this is that you are kind of one of the hearts of this particular community, like you're the heart and soul of it. But I'm also being told that you speak your truth, and the herd of elk are moving as one, and they're in a huge group. They've got a leader in the front and a leader in the back, so somebody's watching the back end for attacks and what have you. And right now what they want you to do is kind of what was just said to Bernie. You have to take care of yourself first before you can assist other people, and this is really super important because you can't always you have to learn to delegate. Okay, not everyone is going to be as what's the word okay, so you have to learn to delegate. You don't always have to be the one that's in charge. And you're a leader, and you're a strong leader, and they're showing me, like you're the alpha in the herd. But you have to learn also to flip that back a little bit and just go with the crowd, because there's things that you need to learn along the way as well by just being part of that community, part of that group, right? And yeah, I'm being told, don't worry, Mel, your voice will still be heard, your opinions will still be heard, but every now and then let other people get a word in edgewise. Don't kill the messenger. Okay, so that's your card for tonight, and that is the elk. Okay, man, this young man is really pushy. Okay, Miss Palmer. All right, let's see what I can get for you today. Okay, so I know Pip. I see him. Mango's going too. I get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so all right. Your card that came up today is the lizard. Okay. Now with this, excuse me while I get a drink of water. With this, they're literally showing me the lizard getting its tail broke off. Okay. And but I'm being told to share with you that although that tail was part of you and you feel it was lost, it's not, because the tail will grow back on a lizard, right? May not be the same way, but it's a healing process, right? So there's this little lizard, yeah, and the shock of the tail coming off kind of sends them into a state of shock, and they scamper away to mend their wounds. And again, this is what they're in this yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so this is all about healing right now and making sure that you take your time to heal with whatever this is. And I feel it's like heartfelt. It's like I feel like it's, yeah, I see a mango. I feel like it's broken heart, like the tail was broke, but it mends and it'll never go away. Like the loss of the tail. I mean, it takes a long time for that tail to grow back on in a new way, in a stronger way. But you don't forget that you lost it. This is really odd. But anyway, they're making me let you know that it's okay to camouflage some things, and that's what it's kind of, you've been kind of doing, is camouflaging some things so others can't see. Like the lizard can change different colors and different patterns, depending on what kind of lizard it is, to blend in. So it doesn't get noticed by other people. And this is what I feel you've been doing with whatever this is. Okay, and the tail, like I said, there's, again, showing me the tail, but it's like starting to grow back, but in a different way. So your thing is about healing what is hurting inside, and know that the ancestors and the people on the other side are trying to assist you with this, and they're always around, and they send plenty of love to you. And yeah, so that's your card today, Miss Trish, is the lizard. Okay. And just remember, you know, when we're healing, this goes to everybody, you know, when you're healing from whatever it is, physical stuff, mental stuff, spiritual stuff, doesn't matter. You always have to make sure that you don't get caught up in everybody else's things, okay? You have to remember to take out the amount of time and space you need, whatever that is, to heal inside, okay? And yeah, so that's really an important thing. And there's no time limit on stuff, you know? Okay, I'll tell you, for me, because I've got, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend, the wolf, we're having a celebration of life here for the wolf, and for whatever reason, they're showing me this, and this young man is kind of pushing this to my face. You need to remember to honor that and take that time, okay? And there's no one way to do it. There's no wrong way to do it. It's ever how makes you or makes us feel better, okay? Spirit just wants us to be happy and know that they're loved, and know that there's more than what we are just here in the flesh. And I can tell you from my experience, not just because of what I do, but the people I've lost, things come through all the time. But you have to allow it to be felt, and you have to honor those emotions. So that's kind of it's just a good lesson for everybody, I guess. I didn't mean to get off on the soapbox. And yes, I'm still hearing Long and Winding Road, and he's still standing here in my room. Wasn't that a Beatles song too, or that was the Beach Boys? Okay, so, oh, the whole thing went wackadoodle. All right. Let me see. Where? Hi, Paranormal. How are you? Yes, I'm doing readings today. Okay, I am. Okay. K. I will give you a card. J. He's like, He thinks it's really funny. I just want whoever this is to whoever this is supposed to be, it's definitely today because he's like right in my face telling me, good looking young man. And like I said, he looks like John Lennon. Round spectacles. Young guy, nice guy, funny guy, thinks he's funny. Yeah, they do make me crazy sometimes. And again, he keeps giving me the J name, John Lennon. And he's like, no, it's J, John, not John Lennon. Yeah, I know, but you look like John Lennon. I know, and I sound like I'm nuts, right? Okay, so okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he will not go away. Okay. All right, so here is your card tonight is the Raven, okay? All right, so this card is about today is about, they're saying today, this card is about for you, paying attention, getting the messages, stop procrastinating. It is really not anything to be scared of, but the messages seem to be coming through strong for you or with you. And it's almost like you're afraid and they're saying to open Pandora's box, whatever that means. Like, this isn't new, but the intensity of this is what I think you feel is new, because when you open a little bit, it like gets kind of overwhelming. The energy just kind of comes through and poof, 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 poof. And yeah, did you like that little sound, Sean? Poof, 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 poof. Okay, it's the Raven. And the Ravens are, for me, when they show up as, okay, if you're not going to listen to what we're sending you and the messages and what Spirit's saying, we're going to drive you crazy until you do. And they'll show up in the least expected place. And then if I really continue not paying attention to it, they will literally land right here by my house on the neighbor's roof in the trees. And there'll be like a lot of them. So many that when I walk out, they're still squawking at me. And then I'm like, okay, I get it. Okay. And this is the point they're showing me you're at. And it's nothing to be scared of. And even though it's a responsibility, and it is, what I do is a responsibility. Okay. But it shouldn't be drama. Okay. Drama. And they keep telling me, and they're showing me things like, I won't mention who, has a TV show, and everything with him 30 seconds out of the gate is, I'm possessed, or it's a demon. And he just drives me, him and his crew just drive me insane. Okay. Because if we had as many demons out there as he says there are, we'd be in a world of hurt. And this is what I'm being told to tell you. As long as you do what, put out the protections that you need and put up the things that you need, and you do it in your own time, don't be scared of the messages. Because, and I'm not saying spirits can't be aggressive, because they can be. And 9 times out of 10, if they're aggressive in life, they're aggressive in spirit form after they've passed. But you know, they just want to be heard. No matter what it is, they want to be heard, and you're in control. And if you don't want them in your space, you need to tell them they're not welcome in your space. And this is what I keep getting with you, like I don't want to really use the word power, but it's like you're becoming more comfortable with what you're sensing. So because you're sensing it, it kind of rushes at you, and that's very typical. So just set your boundaries in your space, but I'm telling you, you need to listen to what you're being shown. Okay. And that's not a negative. It's just you need to listen because it's not going to, unless you completely shut it off, it's going to continue to be there. Okay. And really, there's nothing scary about it. You know, like I said, when I was a kid, I thought everybody could see spirit and hear spirit. You know, I was like the spirit tree hugger. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I thought people could hear and see plants. I thought they could hear and see the animals. You know, I didn't know, but I was young and I had good parents that supported it. So they weren't going to tell me, no, you don't see that or you don't hear that. They didn't come right out and jump for joy, but they knew I wasn't being crazy, right? All right. All right. So, Kay, I hope that resonates a little bit with you, okay? Okay, what's this? Good. That's fantastic. See, and that's what you do. You start out, you know, getting cards, and cards that kind of resonate with you, and you'll know, because if they don't click with you, they don't click with you. There's decks that people have given me over the years and they just don't resonate with me. They don't click with that connection. But if they click, the more you use them, the better they become. So that's awesome. I'm glad. I'm really glad you guys are getting to learn all about them. Okay. All right. Let me scroll down a little bit more. All right. I don't want it to disappear. Hi, Becky. I hope you're well, Miss Becky. Anybody ever gets to know Miss Becky, she's an amazing, amazing retired hospice nurse, just a nurse, and an all-around great teacher and friend, and I love her to pieces. Great lady. Okay. Hi, Scott. How are you? Hi, Joanne Marie. Well, hi from the Bears Cave to Canada. How are you? Glad you guys are stopping in. All right, I'm gonna just hang tight. I gotta, so it doesn't move on its own. Okay. Okay. Yep. Hang on one second. Let me scroll this to where you are. All right. You want a card this week? Okay, I can do that. 1 second. Sorry, I'm really dry throat today for whatever the reason is. All right, we're gonna pull a card for Kara. Normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. This was actually one of my huge crystals that I no longer have. That someone borrowed it. No, they took it when they came. It was drawn to them. This is the Crystal Keepers, okay? And I don't know if you can really see back here behind me, but I've got all kinds of crystals. Crystal points, crystal skulls, crystal bear, crystal skulls, crystal bear, quartz, crystal bear. I've got all kinds of crystals always surrounding me and working with me. And one of the things that's great about the crystals is they're kind of like keys, okay? They're keys to knowledge. And actually, quartz crystal and some of the other crystals that are involved, you hear people say, oh, put them under the moonlight, put them under the sunlight, put them in the ground or on the ground outside so they can gather energy, right? Well, they're the keepers, and they are keys, okay? But they're keepers of knowledge. And, you know, if you stop and think about it, they can be programmed. Computers have computer chips. Phones have chips in them. Computers and all kinds of lights, all kinds of stuff that are in our daily lives that have crystal pieces of them because they can be programmed. And if you get a crystal and it's in tuned with you, I always carry them with me or keep them near me. And we work together. And there'll be crystals and stones and gems that you can pick up and you just have no affinity for them and you put them right down. It's like, yeah, no, not, and you put it down. It's not it. But then you'll have other ones and it'll be like, wow, what is this? So what I'm being shown for you is there's a huge knowledge base right now that you aren't quite there yet, but you're going to actually come upon this, and it's kind of like a hidden, like, okay, you know when you go to a bookstore, this is how they're showing it to me, and you're like looking through the books and you're looking through the stacks for something that you want, and all of a sudden you come across something and you're like, oh, what's this? This is how they're saying this knowledge base is going to come to you. And when it does, you'll recognize it as an aha moment. And you're going to want to take that knowledge in. And it doesn't matter if you agree with the knowledge. It matters that you learn this knowledge. Okay, if this makes sense. Because what it'll do, it'll give you keeper of knowledge, right? The crystals. It'll give you a balance and a strength at your base. So whatever you're working on or working in or moving forward towards, it's going to make your base stronger so you can kind of decipher what works and what doesn't for you to have a more positive outcome. I know that was a lot. I don't think I could even say that all over again. But that's what is going on with you. And I feel like crystal energy is there, but the crystal energy and the stones or the gems that you might come across or find are actually going to be work for you better during the daytime than the night. So you're actually have daylight energy, sun energy, water, wind, air, fire, all those kind of energies, but it won't be the moon energy. It'll be grandfather sun energy that will interact with you in a better way. And I think it's almost like to prove a point. So prove a point. And I'm not sure. They're saying prove a point. You'll prove a point. And it won't be to anybody that you're proving the point to but yourself. And it's like almost like something you're doing at night can be done in the day. Something you're doing at night or expecting at night won't show up because it's there in the day. The opportunity is there in the daytime, in the light. Okay? So that knowledge base is there for you. So that's your card today, is the Crystal Keepers. I love those cards. I love my crystals too. Okay, I hope that resonates in some manner, shape, or form. Hey guys, make sure you like, share, and do all that stuff that Sean and Bex like you to do. Share it on Facebook, like it on Facebook, like it on YouTube, and put a comment underneath so that they get whatever it is that they need from that. Okay. All right, I'm gonna stumble down a little bit here. Hang on. I'm hoping it doesn't go away. Hang on. Oh, he's singing again. He's singing again. All right, Lisa, I think you set up top and it zipped away, but I did catch your name. So let me, because it was Metro Center. You guys play a lot during the week, so I just see the first name. So that's what I'm going to go by. Okay, Lisa? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I swear I'm just going to put this song on so you all can hear it in the background because he's driving me bananas. Okay, so your card tonight is the hummingbird. Okay, hummingbirds. Everybody loves hummingbirds. They're just these delicate little tiny birds that zip like tiny helicopters around you outside. They go to flowers. They get the nectar. They're so tiny and fragile. Their wings beat so fast you can't see them unless you happen to catch a photo of them and it's slowed down, okay? And Lisa, what I'm getting for you is the lesson of the hummingbird, okay? So the lesson of the hummingbird is get everything done in a certain period of time and then downtime. Okay, you need to downtime. And what people don't know, or a lot of people don't, some people do, but a lot of people don't understand that the hummingbird, okay, the hummingbird, yep, see, actually slows its heart down so much at nighttime that if you come across one of them wherever they lay or wherever they're at in their nest or wherever it is, I don't even know where they go, you'll find them, you'll think they're dead because they learn to slow their metabolism down to just a beat and then another beat, but it's so slow it's undetectable. So what I'm being shown is, like, they're showing me this hummingbird going around getting the work done, but to tell you to remember to take downtime for yourself. And if you say, and I'm hearing this in my head, oh, who has time for that? I don't have time for that. I'm too busy. You do have time when we make time, okay? Because we can all make excuses of not being able to do, but really, it's us not allowing ourselves to do. So today, the lesson of the hummingbird for you, Miss Lisa. Buzz it all day, get working all day, do your daytime stuff, and then slow it down so you can at least enjoy one thing at the end of whatever your day is. Okay, so that's your card, Miss Lisa, and that is the hummingbird. I love hummingbirds. You got to plant a lot of flowers outside and they come. Okay, what's Sean saying? I don't even want to know what Sean's saying. He's talking peaches again. Okay. 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 It just went crazy. All right. Carrie, I see you. Sean, you're not flying that plane anymore, are you? That made me ill just watching it and said, thank God that you aren't flying a plane I would be on. Just saying. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. I feel a lot better. Candace Smith. How is Candace Smith? How are you? Thank you for popping in and sharing some time. Barb Shaman, you have a great day. Good, Kay. I'm glad. That's awesome. That's exactly what you got to keep doing. If you ever need help, just let me know. And you're always welcome to send me a note. Oh, thank you, Cindy. All right. Okay. Sorry, this is taking a while. Hang on, guys. Okay, Candace Smith. Yeah, actually, I do. Candace, that's actually a really good question. Oftentimes, when I'm doing readings for people, their pets come through. And I'll come up and they're like, oh, wow, you know, they didn't expect that. But I can tell you from experience as well, I have several of the animals I've had over the years. Boone, he was an Australian cattle dog I had for 18 years. He comes when I need him, and people have seen impressions on the end of my bed or on the couch where he would lay down. We can hear him walking across the floor. Freckles, my cat that I lost just before my last spine surgery last September, she has been here often, and you can tell the birds see them. My other cats see them. And it's really kind of cool. I can tell you a story, and I'll keep this short because I know I'm still reading for you guys, so don't disappear. I'm still here. But when I had my other house, I had 9 horses. We had foals, and we raised Mustangs and quarter horses, right? And I had foster kids at the house, my daughter at the house. We had a lot of people at the house. Well, I had a friend of mine who lived in the East Coast, and she wanted to come for a visit. And she was a native elder. She was actually a native pipe carrier as well, which was amazing. And she came to my house, and I had 10 acres on the ranch, and she got up before I did, and like sun up, right? Morning sun up. And she went out in the back. I didn't know because I was still sleeping. And I got up and she came in the house. I said, well, hey, how'd your morning go? And she said, well, I went and did my morning prayers out back. And this is before I had all the horses. I only had one at the time that was at the house because I had actually put my beloved mare, I had to put her down because she had throat cancer. And this gal, she didn't know anything about that. And she says, I got to tell you, she says, that mare out there is beautiful. And I said, excuse me? She says, your gray mare. And I said, I don't have a gray mare back there. She says, oh, yes, you do. She came up to the fence right by me while I was drinking coffee and ran out through the back and ran to the back pasture. She was gorgeous. And she described her. And she was an Appy. She was a gray Appy, or Appaloosa. And the only one we had at the time was her barn mate, which was draft pony. Okay. And I said, no, she was put down. I had to put her to sleep like 6 months ago. And she says, well, she's out there. Don't forget it. So yeah, animals can be there. And why wouldn't they? They're loyal. Animals don't hate. You can come home after a rotten day at work, and your animals are always happy to see you, no matter what those animals are. And they interact with spirit. So yeah, that's a great question. But that was a great thing to remember and find out that, hey, my mare, right, is still with me. So yeah, they follow us. They keep an eye on us. Hi, Bex. How are you? Yeah, I'm going to go down. Okay, hang on, guys. All right. Okay, this guy is still yelling at me, singing the Beatles song. Looks like John Lennon. Just telling you. Well, this is actually a good question too. And your spirit guides, you know, people sometimes like, you know, they'll ask me, oh, well, can you see my spirit guide? And it's like, well, yeah, I can see your spirit guide. I know your spirit guide. I can plainly see it. But if you're not seeing them, you're not paying attention to signs and symbols. And I don't mean you directly. I just mean people that are actually looking for them. Sometimes people will say, do I have an animal spirit guide or an animal totem or whatever people want to call them? And yeah, we all have them. Actually, multiple different ones will come through our life, as well as spirit guides that walk through our life. We may have a main one, like I have a bear as my main, and I've seen bears since I was a kid. But you'll have other ones that come through your life. But the thing is, you have to open your eyes and pay attention especially with totems. You know, I go in like my daughter's house, right? I go down there and, you know, she's got her own home now and she's collected elephants all her life. No idea why. We don't go to a zoo and, you know, we don't live in the part of a country where elephants are, but she's always been drawn to elephants. Well, you know, 9 times out of 10, when you like come into my house, you see a bunch of bears, you know, here and there represented on different things, like my mug, okay, and other things. That's usually one of your guides. So it's just about being open to it and asking to it. And sometimes it's about sitting in quiet in meditation and just getting what you get from it. Whether you sit down and you write down things, they may not make sense to you, but it doesn't mean that you're not hearing. So you kind of have to fine tune it. But yeah, you'd probably be surprised at who it is and what they do. That's a good question, Vic. Really good question. And we all have them. Whether we want to pay attention to them or not is up to us. That's totally different. Oh, all right. Let me go. Hi, Panda Feets. How are you? Yeah, I don't want any more cats. Hi, Ruthie. How are you? Thank you, Miss Cindy, for sending that in. What are you thanking me for, Sean? Don't know. Okay, I'm going down. Okay. Yoda. Yeah, I'll give you a card. I will. And this young man is still here, no lie, singing long and winding roads that lead me to your door. I wish I had a pair of John Lennon glasses. He's like making me want to go get a pair. Long dark hair. He looks like John Lennon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know he does, Pip. Pip sees him too. Well, Yoda, you got the same card that just came up a minute ago. And that is, and I just shuffled them, but it came up again, is the hummingbird. Okay, so the hummingbird for you is all about strength. It's all about strength. And they're saying, yeah, you know, we may look like we can't get it done or do it or whatever that needs to be done. But where there's a will, there's a way. And the hummingbird is showing to me, although at sometimes you may appear weak or frail or just not the person they would think would be someone that would be able to understand or do whatever this is. But this is like so opposite of you. And hummingbirds are really strong. If you figure what they do in a day's time while keeping their heart going, because they rapid beat their heart rate, and then they take time to slow down and rest. And this is about your character of who you are. You're this strong person in your soul and at your core. But I'm also told that you look at things very differently than other people do. Like you see more of a story. You see more of the beauty behind things. And you get those little nuances that you pick up on that other people are too much in a hurry to see. And I'm being told to tell you, don't change that about you, because you need that. And you are needed in this world and the people around you to be able to do that and convey different things to them that they may not see because they're so much in a hurry. So this more speaks to your character. And it's like sometimes it lets you down. You think, you know, not even it lets you down, just that you feel down. And you need to not feel that way because you're such a great gift. You're such a great gift to all the people that are around you. And you have to remember that, because there's strength. And strength isn't always about looking at something and seeing the obvious in somebody. Strengths are from deep within. And that's who you are. And they're speaking to you about the character of who you are. And you're very strong. And you need to remember that, even in times when you doubt and you feel a little bit down or under the weather, or you don't feel like you have an energy to do it. And know that if you need to take downtime, you take downtime so that you can feed your whole self, okay? And in doing that, you'll be there in other ways for people when they need you, okay? But it's speaking to your strength of character. So that I 100% absolutely love. Okay, so thank you, Yoda. I hope that helps a little bit with you today. And I'm still getting the Beatles singing in my ear, so... Yeah, he's waiting for someone, Ruth. he's waiting for someone, but it's someone that's here today. And if that's what you're talking about, him singing to me and him doing this, yeah, I don't mind. He's a good-looking young man. I don't mind having him here. Oh, here we go. It just went up. I see you, Jillian. I got to find you the thing. Oh, yeah, long and winding road. Yep, Kitty, how are you, Kitty? Okay, now, Jillian, I just saw you. Okay, I'm going to, there, okay. Hang on, Jillian. I'm going to give you a card. You asked me up there. Oh, thank you, Ruth. Don't run. Go out and walk your errands. That's all as far as I do. I'm sorry, I got off on a tangent, though. Hi, Kitty. Oh, no. This one keeps saying John Lennon. But again, Kitty, hang on a minute. We're going to talk about that in a second, too, okay? All right. Jillian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm not putting your card up there because I can't find it because the thing went wacky. Hi, Paul. How are you? Who else is here in this little kitty? Yeah, hang on, Kitty. All right. So your card today is the salmon, the coho salmon. This is like, okay, coho, yep. Okay, I'm feeling like there's this uphill battle with you, this uphill struggle with you right now. Salmon are like homing pigeons. When they go back, they swim up their rivers to where they were born to lay eggs and to continue the species. But I feel like there's a struggle with you, and it's like an uphill battle all the time, and you feel like it's never ending. So what I'm being shown is you kind of need to go, like the coho go right up, right? I'm being shown that you need to go a little bit to the side a little bit and be okay with taking it at your own pace. You don't have to be like all the salmon that are hurrying up the stream and jumping over small waterfalls and the rivers. You can take your time. You'll get there, and you'll get there in the correct time. So whatever this is going on with you, don't feel like you're struggling. You're making headway, but you're taking it in your own time. And that's what I'm being told really, really loud to tell you. And that is the coho salmon. I hope that resonates with you a little bit. Okay. Let's see who else I got here. Kitty. Okay, so Kitty. First of all, I'm sorry for your loss. It's never easy. It's a hard thing. I actually had a young man when I was a lot younger that did the same thing, and I was actually supposed to be on his bike, and I wasn't, so I was grateful I wasn't, but it was hard to deal with. Honor your friend. It's okay. It was his time. He was called, and it was his soul's energy's choice to live the life he lived. So I just want you to know I'll hold you in prayer, and just know, I know it's hard, but don't blame yourself for it. And that's what I'm getting really loud for you. Do not blame yourself. Okay. All right. The cards, okay, Paul, the cards, and this is true of anybody that does spiritual reads. They use tarot cards or oracle cards or angel cards or whatever. This deck that I use was designed for me, with me, through spirit. So I put this together. It was a lot of years to put it together. And what it does is it gives you a connection, and it's kind of like a tool to connect with somebody. And when I do these reads here, it's a way for us to connect energy. And they come up, and I can't explain to you how cards that do show up, when they show up. I can't tell you how that is. It's just the way it does. And yeah, it can tell you about something that's going on in your life currently, something that's coming up about you, you know, just insight. It's spiritual insight is what it is. And the cards are just a way to convey that. Does that answer your question, Paul? I hope it does. Glad for you to be here too. Thank you. Okay. There you are, Jillian. Yeah, I just gave you the card, and there you is. There you is. Okay. No, Paul. You wouldn't get a grumpy old sod. That's all right. You can always, I'm always here on Tuesday. The kids are here twice a day, most of the days of the week. Thank you, Vic. Yeah, see? You got to slow down a little bit. Got to slow down a little bit. Make time, right? All right, I'm going down. All right. Yeah, well, you take care too. I love you very much, and I'll keep you in my thoughts and prayers too, yeah? Yoda? Hello, Natalie Pfeiffer. How are you? Oh, okay, you're sleeping. I got it. Yeah, I just can't sleep. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read and hi, Nana Julie. We got to catch up. We got to catch up. Hi, Rihanna. How are you? Good to see you here too. I'm sorry. I'm just like going down here and trying to see and the things jumping. Hi, Vanna. How are you? Okay, this young man is still singing, so I hope it is something to somebody. It's about today, whatever today is. Sure, I will be happy to. I will be happy to. Kitty, I'd love to see you guys. All right. I am doing well. I'm trying to. I'm getting there. All right. And I'm going to pull you a card. I'm sorry. I'm like, this thing was flipping all over and I couldn't read because I've got this young man yelling in my head. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just can't. He just, okay. All right. Okay, so whoever this is needs to either send me a message or put a message on here that they know who it is, because this guy keeps coming through, and I shouldn't say guy. He's like, I'm a guy, but I'm a young guy, a young man. He looks like John Lennon. He's lanky. He's got hair down to about here. It's dark. He's got John Lennon glasses on that he's showing me. He's singing Long and Winding Road, and he didn't die of natural causes. He didn't die of a car crash. But his death was quick. Okay, so, and he's telling me it was unexpected. And again, dark hair, his hair is cut like John Lennon. Okay, he won't leave me alone. So he's here for somebody. All right, yeah, okay, yep. Okay, all right, Panda, your card today is the koi, okay? Koi are another source of ancient wisdom. They're kind of like the orcas are in the ocean and crystals are on the land. The koi is revered, especially certain colored koi. And it's for the knowledge, and it's like this peaceful tranquility. And this is what they're showing me is like peaceful tranquility, meditation. They're showing me like a space, and they're doing this. So it's like a meditation. Oh. And it's of ancient knowledge. I'm also being told that and I don't know if you're doing this because I haven't talked to anybody in a long time. It's like collecting. They're like collecting things, groups of things. Like I would pick up a group of amethyst, a pile of amethyst or a pile of candles, or get books together and set them up in place. And it's all about even and feng shui and being balanced, but you're on the other end, you're running around like a chicken with its head cut off, and you need to bring balance to it, because everything, I'm being told, is everything will come in time, in the correct time that you're supposed to have. So, and you're supposed to be specific, and it's okay. You don't have to settle for certain things. There's certain things you want. There's certain things that you may get that you're thinking, oh, that's not exactly what it was that I was looking for. Whatever this is, it's about like feng shui. I'd be setting up my room or my house, okay? It would be taking time to do that, but also taking time within that to breathe and appreciate it. So that's what the card is coming through for you. It's more about your breath, your spiritual health. It's about being calm, not being such a hurry. And when you slow down, things will be able to be appreciated more than you do now. It's like I almost feel like you don't have time to appreciate the stuff that you are doing, but you need to. Just slow down. Everything can be done in its own time, okay? And that's your card tonight, is for the koi. All right, so now I'm going to tell you guys again, this young guy, he's going to stick with me, which is going to be absolutely bananas, that he's going to stick with me until somebody says, yay, I know who he is. And again, I'm getting John Lennon. And I'm like, because you look like John Lennon? And he kind of smiles and grins, a crooked grin, and he's just telling me so much love. And he's singing Long and Winding Road with the Beatles. So whatever that is, please get hold of me somehow, some shape, form, because if it is yours and you want to claim him, it's not anything bad. It's like, and again, it's about today being an important day. And yeah, he's sad because there's pain. He says there's so much pain, but not for him. And he's sad, but he's sending so much love. So with whatever that is, I love all of you guys. And until next Tuesday, I'll see you guys all later on. I love you guys very much, and have a great, great, great rest of your week. Okay? Bye, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today, and make sure to share, like, and subscribe to us and become part of the Ghost Dimension family here on YouTube, Facebook,